I'm Will Robinson. I represent Peace of Mind and Drugs. Yeah. Peace of Mind and Drugs is like this. When I first, me and my homie Bart, we was working back in probably like 5-6 years ago now. We was detailing. We was like managers of this detail shop at Bloomington, Richfield Bloomington Honda, and that was like after I had this mental health situation go down. I had like started thinking about making music, and I was trying to think of a name, and I couldn't think of anything that really fucking like meant something or that was like meant what I was like about. And so I came up with the name Peace of Mind, but my homie Bart was like, that's like 3 syllables. That's like a group name. He's like, that's not, you can't be like an artist named Peace of Mind because that just sounds weird. And I'm like, yeah, that shit doesn't, I don't know. And so I'm like, fuck it, I'll make it a group. It'd be Peace of Mind. And initially it was gonna be like an artist collective, like with different facets. So there'd be like the homie that does like the trap shit, and then there'd be like, we'd have like a homegirl doing like some more singy different shit, but it'd be like some 47 shit where it'd be like different levels of consciousness, relatability, that we could like attack to push the overall message. And so yeah, I started doing that shit. But at that point, and my music was like kind of hella like preachy and like overbearing. It shit still might be to some people, but like at that point, I decided to go a different way, like, and add the drugs onto it, because like what like everybody in the world wants is not what they think they want. Like you're not like trying to get like all that bread to have that bread. You want that bread to have that feeling when you get that bread, like, I'm good. Or it's the same with like getting high. You're getting high, you're getting high to get high. Are you really getting high to get high, or you're really getting high to find peace of mind? I think it's important to make relationships with like every person that you can meet. You like that you can afford to give energy to. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to like, you know what I mean, try to like be everybody's friend, but like be as cool as many people as you can. I think is important, especially if you're trying to be an artist, and you're trying to be, first of all, if you're trying to be relatable and like understand who you're making music for and stuff. Relationships are crazy important, because then otherwise, like, you don't have relationships with anybody, it's, I don't know, then like how you only gonna be able to experience what is in your own head. And I know a lot about that shit, because I was one of them people who didn't have any relationships for like, I boxed myself off and exiled myself for like a couple years growing up. Like through high school, I was like just kind of like really just alone and shit, and I didn't like think relationships were very important. Well, I wasn't making music like that, but just like for your soul, like just connecting with people and exchanging energies, ideas, helps people grow, build. Where I feel like humans are like a community seeking kind of fucking people. So yeah, I think relationships are important.
Yeah, humans do need community. Tell me about what you got here.
This is a necklace my baby sister Samantha Breeze gave me. I think this is like some Buddhist shit. I didn't really she didn't really tell me the meaning, but it's just fly. And my good friend Zeus, aka Booty Gang, gave me this shit. It's from like a Navajo reservation. He's from Shakopee Reservation, and I'm from Leech Lake Reservation. And so yeah, he gave me this shit, and it's just dope. It's like my flyest stuff. Some of the flyest shit I own. I can't. Whenever I don't really get jewelry for myself because I lose it. So like the only shit I ever hang on to is like shit other people give me because it just means more. I'm like, oh fuck, I can't lose that shit because like they gave that shit to me. So like it's like this, like all the shit I have is like shit that people gave to me. This is like
That's exactly where I was going next.
my good homegirl Brittany gave me this. Shit's like fly as fuck, a bunch of zippers, and this dude named Lee in San Francisco. I want to say it or something. You know when you like in the street and like I don't know if you ever been like in California and like it's in like in LA or San Francisco. There's like these probably in more cities. It's like these Asian people walk around and they like try to like drape you up in like jewelry and shit. And like it was like the first time I had experienced that, and they were just like. They was like, oh, just drip me out, and I was like, oh no, I can't, man, I can't, and yeah, so yeah,
But you kept that one.
Yeah, I ended up keeping this one. Yeah, and yeah, I got this from Pure Bliss Ranch. This is like fake as hell right there. I don't know. It's kind of fly, and yeah, the Denzel Curry Woo. Shouts out Sophia Harris.
It was a gift.
Yeah.
That's love.
Yeah.
I feel like the clothes that we wear are definitely projections. You know what I'm saying? Like so. I just wanted to go ahead and
Denzel Curry's
take a look at what you were rocking there.
Hella inspiration.
Yo, tell me about throwing shows. Like, tell me about that experience. What's it like throwing a show?
It was hectic. It was tough for me at first because I have severe anxiety. So like, this shit was like, but like, I don't know. I also like, what helps me with my like shit is like, accomplishing shit. So like, it's a catch-22 scenario, but that shit's fun. I like being able to like.
It's a good contradiction. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah. So like, but it's fun for me. I like to bring out the artists that I like to listen to. I know a lot of I guess promoters and people feel the need to like book certain people, like they're doing like they're obligated to like book specific people for the city, or they owe the city specific things. But like, which I like on my shit is I like to book people I like to listen to, and if I don't, then like I won't. And so like I started throwing shows because I wanted to have my own vibe of what I like the rap show to be, because I don't like going to like rap shows and like standing in one spot for 4 hours and then like waiting for maybe one or two people that I wanted to see, and not be entertained by anything else. And so like at my shows I wanted to make it so like there's other shit that you can do. If you came there for one artist, then you can go interact with other shit, and it's just like a vibe. And it's not, I don't want like people to have to feel obligated to like stand or like, you know what I mean, stand in one place for like 4 hours, because we got 5 senses. Like these are the senses in which we are ruled by. Why would we not add more senses to an interaction?
So tell me what you be specific. Be specific. If you can give away the keys to the streets.
Yeah, please. And that's the other thing too. Anything, like I like to say, like anything I do, please do that. Please copy me, because then there's gonna be tight shit everywhere.
Oh man.
So like, yes, that shit's fly to me. Yeah. I'm not like, oh, someone copy my show idea or book the same people I book. Like tight, my friends are getting booked now. Like people, the tight shit is spreading around. Do that. That is fly.
I don't know where that mentality originated, but it is like everywhere.
Yeah. Like I think that's like the point of like starting trends. We trying to like start trends and start influencing people, and you know what I mean, spreading ideas and inspiring people. That's what artists are supposed to do, you know. So like why like we can't be weird about that kind of shit. Like
Specifics.
Booking like the artists book also a visual artist. VJing is the next flyest thing that's gonna fucking be everywhere. It already is. I mean, within the EDM community, fucking raves, like, you can't go to one without seeing some type of visuals, and that's what the fuck people want to see. You know, you don't have to like EDM, but if you're a smart fucking promoter, you would be able to look at the things that bring in people from any event that's been promoted, not just your genre, you know? Because you just gotta think outside the box. You can't just be going to the one rap show like once a month and then just being like trying to like duplicate that and just gonna go off that. Like, you go to a bunch of different things, experience some different shit, and then create your own like little idea of what you think is the perfect show. Maybe it's not what I think, but like go put everything that you like in there, and like, you know, not only that, like just adding interactive shit. Like, there was we had interactive projection shit there, so like on the dance floor when people are dancing, they can look over in the wall and see like their shadow being projected and dancing with them and shit, and doing all cool shit. And then like having vending shit they can buy, shit they can feel. So now you're covering. Now you have stuff they can hear, you have stuff they can see, you have stuff they can feel. And you know, so that now that you've got 3 more senses interacting with the people that you're trying to connect to, it's like a no-brainer. You just want to include as much as you can and give the people what they need and shit. You know? I moved here when I was 15. Well, actually, I moved to Richfield when I was 15, and I stayed there for a week with my sister, or a weekish. And then I kind of got kicked out, and then stayed with my mom, and then I kind of went back and stayed with my sister, bounced around. But at that point, we was over South Side, and I guess like I stayed with my mom on 28th and 14th, and shit, I don't know. For when I first moved here, it took me like 6 months of like homesickness to like really try to fucking adapt and shit.
From where?
From Cass Lake. I'm from Cass Lake, Minnesota. It's on the Leech Lake Reservation, about 3.5, 4 hours north. So, and that's where I currently live now, back again. So I've been back up there for 3 years.
Okay, yeah.
But Minneapolis is kind of where I've been pushing all my music and performing at. I've performed at probably all the fucking venues.
So you
except
perform
from First Ave Main Room, probably. You said what?
You perform in like other states, and you have performed in other states.
Yeah, I performed in a bunch of other states before. Yeah.
But your base is like Minneapolis.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
Cool. I technically live up on Leech Lake, but on my profile I say Minneapolis, and this is where I'm at. Like, I have a room here. If you weren't from here and you were like fucking like, this actually got asked to me at a fucking gas station like 2-3 weeks ago. Some dude hopped out and was like, "Yo, man, what the fuck? Hey, what's up? We're not from here. Where do we go? Where's the fucking, what's going on with the music? This and that, da da da." And I'm like, it depends on what you're seeking. Like, if you're trying to see some like local hip hop shows, or you're trying to like see like concerts, or you're trying to fucking like go to some fucking rave shit. But like, I would say like, for people to fucking, I don't know, First Ave is pretty much like the pinnacle of Minneapolis when it comes to music, on like the top stage that you could perform at and where the shows are at. There's Skyway for fucking the ravers. There's like all kinds of different little bars and smaller venues that have local shows going on. I'm not like more. I don't know.
That's fine.
More
yeah.
detailed than that.
That's cool. That's fine.
Yeah.
I have another question. What do you see like overall in hip hop? What's standing out to you?
What stands
to
out?
you?
What stands out to me in hip hop right now?
Yeah. Because Minnesota has like a voice, but
Right.
I don't want to just focus on Minnesota. If what you're seeing is outside of Minnesota, then we can go there.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. What I'm seeing right now that I fuck with super heavy in hip hop is like the alternative shit, because like I was really into that shit like younger, like um fucking like My Chemical Romance, fucking like Fall Out Boy. I fuck with
want some
Rob
paths
Zombie.
to follow. Yeah, Rob Zombie.
I fuck with Red Hot Chili Peppers. Um, just shit like that was like
Okay.
before, because my older brother Jordan, he was always listening to shit like that, and then that was kind of like before that I would just listen to what my parents was listening to, and up north everybody be listening to fucking Bone Thugs, Dr. J, fucking Do or Die, Twista, Biggie, Pac.
That's like 2008 though.
Yeah, but everything is legs up there, so it's like it stays. It stays like
What about now?
now.
Yeah, like 2019. What's popping to you right now?
What's popping to me right now?
Yeah. That's new, because one thing I want to do is like find stuff out. That's what I'm trying to do.
Eminem signed this new dude named, well, it's probably a while ago. This dude named Boogie. He's fucking fire as fuck.
Okay.
Fucking, I fuck with Daylight heavy. That he's hella underground. He's like a battle rapper, but he's like one of my fucking favorite dudes. I've been listening to some other shit recently.
Okay.
This girl Nastasia, she wrote a bunch of songs for fucking like, she wrote some shit for like Beyonce and some other people. She's fucking super dope. She's a really dope writer. I've been checking her out.
Just trying to start the conversation.
Yeah, and there's a bunch of my local homies who I really be listening to heavy. Clickbait, they ain't dropped their project yet. They ain't really out yet. No one really knows who they are. Like, homies know who they are. It's like Demon Marcus, Dende, Squire, Mita. But there's like 13 of them or something, I think. But they work on this crazy project right now. I know Radio Lee got some crazy shit that's not out. Kenneth Peters got a fire ass album that's not out. Shit, I got a fire ass project that's not out. I'm not gonna call it album, but I got this project I'm working on right now. It's kind of like where all my energy is going to, called Neurosis. And so it's gonna be like, all my other shit was like acid, drug, rap music, and this shit's gonna be like the, like why, like I'll be talking about demons all the time, and this one is just like, I'm just way more descriptive. I'm like it's more intimate and shit, and it's a alternative, different kind of vibe that's like, it's different. It's fly as fuck though.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know when that's gonna come out though, because when it's done, I'm probably gonna try to go to LA and go to a few places before I really set and decide I'm gonna drop it like that. But until then, I'm gonna be doing music videos for my last project, Lost in Space 2. So I'm just working on that shit right now. And yeah, some other possible big things happening. I don't know, I think right now mental health is like, people are like hella respecting it, like, and especially like in an age where like everything is made fun of and turned into a fucking meme.
That's too accurate though.
So I don't know, I feel like, yeah, this project that I'm working on is like, is a lot to do with that. Like Neurosis is like, back in the day before, like when they was actually trying to figure out like mental health, they would figure out what a person's like neurosis was, like what traumatic things you've gone through, and then they would try to, like, you'd go through sessions with the therapist to try to address them and eliminate them, and then essentially, like, you know, you'd be cured of your neuroses. And like You can't always cure all your neuroses depending on like who you are and what they are and stuff. But they've kind of like retired that word, and now it's now they just use anxiety, depression, and all these different, like split them all apart, PTSD, all this shit, so they could create different medications for each of them, and make more money. Because like if you just cure somebody, then like that's it, you know. So.
I got you.
So yeah, I'm trying to just bring back, like, that's what I'm trying to push. I'm like,
Yeah, that's
essentially like
fucked. But yeah, go ahead.
But that's essentially like what my music is now, and what it's more about is like finding peace of mind. Like peace of mind. That's like the whole gist of what I am and stuff. Like, you know, like balancing your duality, get through your neuroses, to inevitably find peace of mind, is like the end goal, or should be the end goal. You know what I mean, for everybody, mentally. So that's kind of what I try to fucking push through my music and through like my message and my brand and all that shit. And that's just gonna be more obvious and prevalent in Neurosis, on Neurosis and shit when that project comes out. So yeah. I dropped one fucking song from it just recently. I had like a mishap and I was just like feeling really down. And whenever I get down in my emotions, like I have to like release that shit, and that helps me. So like I dropped a song off of it prematurely last week or a week before that, Aquarius freestyle. So yeah, go check that shit out, cause yeah. The whole Trip God acid shit was like I really fucked with acid hard when I tried it. Like all psychedelics really, just cause like how like it helps with mental health and shit. Like psychedelic therapy, like is like what I would like to go to school for. That shit, I hella fuck with that shit. And the whole Trip God thing, was kind of like a joke between me and my friends. And then I went to go procure some of said shit, and I was around this dude who was a big well-known guy, and I fucking said something about Trip God, and he like decided to like kind of give me an ego check like a motherfucker. And I ended up like licking like it's called like it's like a thumbprint, so it's just like a whole bunch of powder LSD. And like I licked this shit, and it was like the equivalent of like 100 plus hits or some shit. And I felt like I was dying. Like I don't know, this shit was fucked up. Like I turned gray and like I couldn't speak. I was like super fucked up, and like I was like died and like was torn apart and like reborn like over and over again, like for like fucking like 3 or 4 days. And that shit was fucking crazy. And I wouldn't suggest it to anybody ever. And I'm taking that name, Trip God. I'm Trip God now. I didn't fucking die. I made it back. This and that, da. And then I guess obviously I still have some type of ego, right? So, but yeah, no. I fuck with LSD. I think it's something everybody should try, at least one time, in a correct setting. I'm not telling people to go out and just do shit random all willy-nilly. But yeah, I think everybody should try acid, shrooms, DMT, peyote, yeah, all that shit. Open up your mind.
Yeah.
And this is Will Robinson with Staring at the City. Yeah.